is King to throw on second down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun. King nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Down, 60 or.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check 26, check 26.
Look at me. Door, hey.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
General West.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Kill, kill, kill.
Rocket. Go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Smith.
Check 93.
Yeah, fight.
Now Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Topper. Hey, Haywood.
Check 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
80 weapon.
Check 25.
Go.
Motion.
Get it.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw on second down, King. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Buddy up. Nice five. I got one.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Double time. Alert. 3 down.
Looking to throw. King. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, you got motion man. You got motion man right there.
They'll run on first down. Bowser. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ringo.
2nd and 4. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hubbard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. King now, operating from the gun. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Silver. Big dance. Come. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 3rd down, it's Hubbard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. punt of 46, a return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 1, Jones looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. X3. 218. Chop it.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Greystone travel.
Check. Check.
Hey, lock it. Hey. Now.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ready? 50. Slant. Recon. 132 fighter.
A 7-yard pickup.
Roll
Brings
out.
up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Rush in. Kill.
Look. Squeeze. Yep. Hit it.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Yes.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Guard.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Deep grip.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
18 Gator.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Leo.
Check 49.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Go!
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Look at me. Zip. Two.
Back to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check 43. Showing it.
Hey, Sam off.
He's coming. We got double up.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch twist.
On first down, it's Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
60 or. Look at me. Go. Go. Five.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Hey.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rosa's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now a give, right side. Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check it out. 3 down.
They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Looking to throw. King. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now King. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Number 12. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
.4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. King, off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Wahoo! That's track. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Hey, defense, let's go.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Slam.
Hey, high 7.
44, Mike, 44.
Now.
2nd and 11. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Push him back. Check 52. Switches.
Hard.
Check 9.
Hey. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Joker. Check.
Yep.
Check 99.
Now a run with Cook. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check safety, check safety. Out, 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 out.
General West.
Tight go. Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, lock it.
Check six.
Go.
Hit it.
On first down, it's Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Kill, kill, kill. Check.
Go out. Yes, yes. Secret.
On the ground, it's Cook. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Look, squeeze.
Back, back, back. Jam, 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 jam. Check, check. Fresno.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Set. 60 outlaw. Go.
Hey, turn it out.
Look at me. Zipper.
You got tight right there. 44 is the mic.
Go.
Hey, pick it up.
Hurry. Let's go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
2nd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Back to throw. King looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Here we go. Ancient Gator. Switch.
They'll try the left side. Bowser. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hit a roll. West. Sponge. No. Same on. Jack.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
I got you, punk. Ready. 3 down. Go. Lucky. Check 26. Shit.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
You think you gonna get this?
Go.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Leo.
Defense. Whip.
Hey. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd
Hey,
and
shoot.
8 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Hey. Bam. Drop. Rock it. Hard. Hey, exit.
Safety's creeping. Slam.
Fight.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
60 or. Look, squeeze.
Quick edge.
Go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, box drop.
Check 93.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Cook. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, it's Hubbard, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get ready. Check.
Now a give, right side. Bowser. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Got it.
93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Gone.
Switch. Switch.
Snap.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Alert 3, alert 3.
80 weapon.
Wide, get wide.
6-6, bullet high.
Check 3, check 3. Chance.
Go.
Take it.
Hit it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
He's cracking. He's checking crack. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check. Try to go. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Right there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw. King. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, Hubbard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's King throwing on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Watch the edge.
Leo. Yes. Be driven.
They run. Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Kill. Turn up.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
218, chopper.
going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Deuce, let's go.
Now Jones, off the play fake, rolling to his right. Got a man open, it's Ross. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Shift. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet,
and they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Packers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Hubbard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side. Bowser, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is King. Throwing on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Check. 66, bullet, half. Shift.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a give, right side. It's Hubbard. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
3 down, 3 down.
King now operating from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.